Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're digging into a pretty compelling source.
Huh?
It's a strategic New Year's Eve message, actually, that maps out where the future of content and marketing is really going.
And it's important to say we're going beyond just, using ChatGPT to write a blog post.
Oh, way beyond.
Right. Our mission here is to look at the immediate actionable advantages for, say, agency owners and marketers. We're focusing on where the tech is headed in 2026 and even further out.
Okay, so let's unpack this.
Yeah.
Because the big idea, the really big idea here, is this huge conceptual shift. We're moving away from basic, generic AI content.
That one-to-many model.
Exactly. And we're jumping into these highly personalized one-to-one AI agents that do more than just process information. They actually anticipate your needs and do work for you.
That's the most essential distinction to make. The era of, let's be honest, low-quality AI is ending fast. We're moving into a space where an AI article, if it's done right...
If it's paired with the right data and a human.
Paired with human oversight, yes. It will be educational, informative, entertaining. You won't be able to tell the difference between it and something from a talented freelancer.
And you can see that happening because of the competition. As our sources point out, all the big models, OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, they're all fighting for your $20 a month.
Or even for free.
Or for free. And that fierce competition just forces rapid improvement in the quality of the writing itself.
But that quality then dictates a totally new workflow, a hybrid one. We have to stop thinking of AI as the final author.
So it's the starting point.
It's the starting point. The future is using AI for the first draft, the outline, the factual context, and then, and this is the part you can't skip, the human expert has to step in.
Right, that's where the real value gets added. That human layer brings the stories, the opinions, the relationships.
The human part.
The human part that actually builds trust. You can't just outsource authority.
No, but you can accelerate the production of the foundational content. And look, this explains the market dynamics we're seeing. It's why a company like Meta would buy Manus.
You're not just buying code?
Not at all. They're buying talent, sure, but more importantly, they're buying behavioral data and the tech to personalize the output.
And the competition is it's cutthroat. OpenAI tanked Reddit's stock value just by changing how they use sources. You have Google with Gemini and NotebookLM going head-to-head with Anthropic.
And you've got Grok in the mix, which is, a bit more free-spirited. It leans more into personality.
So what's fascinating here is that while the competition is heating up, the actual quality of the writing is starting to plateau a bit.
It is. It's like the evolution of smartphones. After 15 years, the jump from an iPhone 12 to a 13... it wasn't a world-changing leap in function.
Not really.
We're seeing the same thing with the quality of AI prose.
So if the quality of the writing is leveling out, where does all that competitive energy go next?
It shifts completely. It goes from prose quality to anticipation and action. That's why those old formulaic AI SEO articles.
From the early tools like Jervis.
Exactly. The ones that were all about volume. They're struggling to get any traction today. The market is just saturated.
And the sources make a really critical point here. Traction now is coming from video, short-form, user-generated content. That's what gets the views, the clicks, and ultimately the sales.
So you have to adapt. The tactical advice is to use tools like Gemini to improve your existing articles, not just for Google SEO, but for the AI engines themselves.
How do you do that?
It's very specific. You make sure your key facts are in the top third of the piece, and you always combine that AI output with your human opinions. You're building content to be broken apart and reused, not just read as one long post.
Which brings us right back to that critical shift we mentioned, the move to the one-to-one model. This is about AI going beyond that generic one-size-fits-all system.
This is the personal co-pilot era. The new agents are learning your cognitive fingerprint. I mean, they're recognizing your speaking style, your prompting habits, your knowledge bases. They're basically building micro LLMs tuned just for you.
And that predictive part is huge. It moves AI from being a search engine to a cognitive co-pilot. When Gemini starts suggesting your next prompt, it's anticipating your thought process.
That's the power of it. The output becomes more original because it's an extension of your expertise, not some generic guess. But this brings up a huge question for, the agencies and marketers listening.
How do you even compete with Google or OpenAI?
You don't. You don't compete on building the core tool. The competitive advantage is in the application. It's in applying this personalized AI to Main Street businesses.
So that's the opportunity. That's the 18-month gap.
That's the gap. The giants are focused on the foundation, but small businesses need this stuff to work today on a local level, and we're seeing it show up first in mobile apps.
Okay, the source laid out two scenarios that make this really concrete. Let's walk through the first one. You pull into a Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru. What happens?
Okay, so 3 things happen instantly. 1, your phone's geolocation knows you're there. 2, it pulls up your app profile. 3, the AI shows you your last 3 orders with a one-click reorder button.
All before you even get to the speaker.
That's anticipated AI streamlining commerce. It removes all the friction.
No more tapping through 5 screens. Okay, scenario 2. You're in a physical store, like a Best Buy.
Right. The store is geomapped. You walk into the washer and dryer aisle. Your phone instantly serves up top-rated product recommendations based on your history, your budget.
Or maybe even an Amazon buy button if the price is better.
Exactly. And this is helpful, not intrusive, as long as you've opted into the location tracking. It's about merging your physical location with your personal data to anticipate what you want to buy.
This ability to anticipate intent, it leads directly to the next big thing, which is the multimodal support agent. And this is all about getting rid of what our source calls distraction models.
We've all been there. You search for one quick tutorial video.
And 20 minutes later, you're deep in a rabbit hole of unrelated reels or a Facebook group.
That's a distraction model. Real learning, real support, it needs a focused environment. And the solution is AI support agents built on a company's own proprietary knowledge.
And these agents won't just give you text. They'll have different modal models for how people want to learn.
Exactly. Modal 1 is the baseline. Quick text or voice answers. Your classic FAQ bot, but smarter.
Modal 2 is where it gets really interesting because it takes on that YouTube distraction problem directly.
It does. So instead of sending you to YouTube, the agent serves up a time-stamped video clip right at the moment your question is answered.
How does it know the exact moment?
It uses metadata from the video file, like SRT files, which have all the subtitles and timings. So the clip plays right inside the support bot. You never have to leave.
And Modal 3 is for people who'd rather read. It just converts that video content into a step-by-step written guide or a PDF.
Simple but effective. Then you have Modal 4, which is the visual one. The AI can create a custom infographic or a whiteboard diagram to explain something.
And the really cool part is that tools like Gamma are finally getting the text right inside these images, which was always a problem.
And the bot can tune it to your knowledge level. It can explain a complex topic like it would to an 8th grader if it needs to.
Okay, and the last one, Modal 5.
That's the guided framework. It's fully interactive. It's like a digital guide walking you through the steps live on your screen, holding your hand.
So all of these different modes lead to what our sources are calling the most exciting near-term thing for businesses.
The AI wizard.
Or the done for you button.
Which is truly transformative. It moves past just giving you a recommendation and into taking direct action for you.
What's the timeline for something like that? I mean, having an AI act on your behalf inside software you paid for, that seems complex. There's liability, setup.
That's the engineering challenge they're solving now. But the sources are saying we'll see it in the next 8 to 12 months. It's all based on secure, permissioned access. The agent just asks, hey, how about I just do that for you?
So give me a real-world example. Let's say I'm using a tool like Bookmasher.
Okay. Instead of you clicking through 5 menus, the agent just says, I found some new RSS feeds for your niche. I'll analyze them, create a new mesh, and set the schedule for your website. Sound good? You say yes, and it's done.
What's really wild is the argument that small companies, like the ones that make AI Masher or VidMasher, actually have a huge advantage over the giants here.
They absolutely do. They know their own software better than Google ever could. They can build these hyper-specific AI wizards first and offer their users that done-for-you service inside their own little ecosystem.
Which creates a massive opportunity for agencies.
The white label recurring revenue model? Precisely. An agency can sell these support agents to local businesses, plumbers, mechanics, who need this kind of automation. For, say, $97 a month, you give them a sales and support bot built on their own knowledge.
And it becomes a really sticky revenue stream.
A very sticky one. So we go from automating content to automating actual work. But the long-term view, maybe 2 or 3 years out, that's where the AI model gets really interpretive, maybe a little intrusive.
This is the ultimate one-to-one model.
It is. The AI will know you across all your platforms, QuickBooks, HubSpot, Salesforce. It combines your software use with your geolocation, your spending habits, your chats, everything.
So it could tailor assistance specifically for your business and even for your specific customers.
Yes, we're talking about sales pages that literally change on the fly. showing a different headline or a different price to each visitor based on what the AI anticipates they want and are willing to pay.
That is a massive predictive leap.
It is, and the sources hint it goes way beyond marketing. Think about the medical field. If you combine anonymous global data doctor visits, prescriptions, symptoms,
An AI could spot patterns?
it could spot the patterns of a potential COVID 2030 outbreak and start working on cures faster than our current decentralized research system ever could.
So bringing this all together, what's the key takeaway for the agency owner or marketer listening right now?
It's simple, really. The race for better content quality is basically over. We've hit peak blog post. The next competitive frontier is the one-to-one AI agent that anticipates what you need and does the work for you.
So you have to stop building for where AI is today.
You have to build for where it's going in the next 6 to 18 months.
And if we follow that idea to its long-term conclusion with the medical data, the geolocation, it brings us to a pretty fundamental question for society.
Absolutely. The shift to this deeply personalized interpretive AI, it forces a choice on every single one of us.
Opt in or opt out?
That's it. If this AI is going to lead to major medical breakthroughs and these huge life enhancements, you will have to choose. Do you opt in and share all your personal data to get access to that progress? Or do you opt out and get completely blocked from that kind of anticipatory tracking? That dilemma between privacy and progress is going to become unavoidable and very soon.
Thanks for listening to this podcast review of my upcoming book, The Concierge Advantage. This is all about how to deploy anticipatory AI to serve your customers, scale your agency, and leave the chat model behind. This book is coming to Amazon in February 2026. I'm DamonNelson, the host of Geek Out Fridays, one of the most popular online AI automation shows. You are invited to join us for the start of Season 6 of GeekOutFridays.com, beginning January 16th, 2026. So I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year, and let's make 2026 the best one yet. Thanks again. Bye-bye.